People. Que pasa, sac passe, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. This is not your typical mama and papa missionary blogging. This is blogging that takes you on the roof, take you under the cellar with the fowl and its little chickadees. There is a popular song by an artist known as Tenor. The lyrics go something like this. Life is one big road with a lot of signs. You have to make up your mind to face reality all the time. What this means is that you cannot be caught out here in this life with your eyes wide shut. Whenever you see the red flags, whenever you see the signs saying, hoo, look over here, so don't trust a man there, don't trust a woman there, because of their past, recent, or their history. But it seems as if a lot of women out there, them not get the memo, them not read the notice board, or it seems as if something just don't connect. They are in full denial when it comes to love. So therefore, what them for say, them not see. They are just thinking as if them have blinkers when them are go through life. Pretty much there's a case in the courts, high profile case as it pertains to a man, Beachy Stout McDonald, for taking away his wife. His wife's name is Tanya Hamilton McDonald. She was taken out in 2020. There were at least 3 persons. Mr. Beachy Stout is said to be the mastermind. An ex-man, he was charged, he pled guilty, and he got 19 years. That man is the trigger man. Mr. Stout also has an ex-co-defendant. His name is Mr. Oscar Barnes. He is about 31 years old. Him claims that his profession is a tailor. Now, he was given bail earlier this year by the judge. Don't remember the judge's name, not very important. The case started back, I think, on Monday. When he went to court, his bail was revoked on Monday. Here is what makes this even more interesting, is that there was a lady from America that flew down to Jamaica, jumped on a jet plane, come to Jamaica, and they got married on Sunday, the day prior to the court case resuming. When he went to court on Monday, his bail that he was given earlier this year, it was revoked. I guess you could say from Sunday, the marriage, to Monday, the revocation of his bail, is probably the shortest or most surprising honeymoon. Pretty much the judge fling a monkey wrench in the whole honeymoon and marriage plans that they had. Now people, here's the thing. This man is a co-defendant on a very serious, one of the biggest high-profile cases in Jamaica. Everybody and their mother know about Beachy Stout. From you a Jamaican, live overseas, anywhere, once you're not living under a rock, you must have some sort of information. Don't know if that is the case about the wife that came and married this man, a co-defendant in a MVRDER case in which a woman get burned up and was taken out in a very brutal way. Based on the information, it is said that when they went to court, happily married, 24 hours before that, the judge said, listen, I am going to revoke your bail. I guess it caught them off guard, caught them surprised, he shocked and awed them. When your bail is revoked, then them take you back in a little cage where them keep the other criminal, Monkeys. I am not going to say that because we saw what happened as it pertains to Spice. Don't want to sound RACIST, but you get the point. Him bring him and fling him in the cage. It is said that when she heard the judge say, Mr. Barnes, I am going to revoke your bail. Her jaw dropped. She was surprised because she realized her husband will go back in the cage where he actually belongs. And maybe this is a sign of things to come. It is said that she was walking behind him as the popo and the jailer them take him in, and she was crying. And as a very romantic man, he turned around and said to her, "Baby, no worry. Bad man soon come out. MVRDERS. Don't stay locked up for a very long time. Just trust in God." That is exactly what I did when I was a part of this MVRDER conspiracy. Don't know if she believed. Don't know if that consoled her. However, that is exactly what transpired in the court of law. Now, people, here's the thing. When you get bail, that bail has conditions. That means you have to report. Very importantly, when the judge reads the report and read the documents pertaining to the case, and then the case I got try, and him said to himself, "You know, say, me no want cast no judgment upon the case. But this man, him case looks sticky. It looks like more than likely he is going to get convicted." You see, because this case here gone from 2020, the incident in which she lost her life. Now that we have these defendants beachy lock up and this man in our grasp, we don't want any sorts of further delay. So therefore, just to make it safe and secure, I am going to hold on to him. The fact that him get married and thinks that the wife is going to come and give any sorts of statement pertaining to how much of a good husband he is, even though it is just a day and he is in love and he has foundation, he has structure in his life now. That does not change the facts or the evidence in the case. So the judges in a lot of cases, especially MVRDER, once the case start, them are going to take back or revoke that bail. Don't know if he knew or his lawyer did not inform him that that was a great possibility. However, it seems as if he was shocked and the wife was devastated. So people, that is that. Don't know what is going to go on in this case. More than likely, say Beach is stout. He will get couple of decades. More than likely, this other co-defendant, Mr. Oscar Barnes Tyler, he is also going to get time. Whatever plans he made with this wife, don't know what he told her to convince her to come to Jamaica. Don't know if she's privy about the case or him tell her, say, some people frame him and I call up him name and I know me like Shaggy. However, she was shocked and awe just like him. Moral of the story is this. Women, me know say men out there are 7 to 1 or probably even more. Me know say most of them are DOGS as una say. However, when you're choosing a man, think that that man deeds could have been you, could have been your family. Some just say. Maybe you might want to choose a man that been convicted before and has redeemed himself. He is rehabilitated. But when you're choosing a man that is in jail or on a case that is present, that means a fresh MVRDER. Don't know what he told you. Don't know what is his licking or sticking skills. What he did to convince you to jump on a jumbo jet or a jet plane and land in a Jamaica. For a man that is a part of a conspiracy of a murder. Maybe they are saving your life. So maybe, like them say, every disappointment is for a good. Maybe you would have taken this man, give him green card, give him citizenship, only for him to take you out in a foreign. So therefore, just look at it as a blessing in disguise. Point blank and period. Further on in the news, this is a clarification for all of you political clowns, political sheeps out there. That don't see anything wrong with the present situation that has been buzzing in the parliament. As it pertains to the Speaker of the House, Marissa Dalrymple, Philibert, or whatever her name is. Now people, just for clarity, there is something that is called allegations or accusation. If it was only those, then we could understand why she would refuse to step down. There's a thing that is also called a report. A report was filed by the Integrity Commission. And then there's a thing that is called the findings or the ruling. That means the committee, after extensive investigation, come to the conclusion that more than likely this lady is guilty. So therefore the file was turned over to the Director of Prosecution, the committee that decides whether you stay or go, whether there is some sorts of fine or even, in this case, should be some sorts of prison term. However, you and I know, based on history and even recent history, rich people and politicians, even if there's accusation, even if they're charged, even if they go to court, they will more than likely never see a day in a jail. They will get a slap on the wrist at best or at worst. What is also weird is that your Prime Minister, Andrew Holness, he is conveniently missing. Him no make no sort of statement as it pertains to the Speaker of the House. And people like them say, a person is innocent until proven guilty. However, when you hold high position, ethical, moral position, and the process or investigation has started, it is best if you remove yourself for the process to come to some sorts of conclusion, decision. It is the right thing to do. However, we know so when these people wrong, them wrong and them strong. Now, if you remember, this lady denied that she remembered to file. When she filed the paperwork for year 2015 up to 2021, she said she never remembered it was a mistake, a honest mistake. But people, I am going to prove, and this is based on court documentation. This is based on the finding by the Integrity Commission, whoever the investigator is. It is because there was a concession. When you are a government worker and you're a traveling officer, you get a concession for your vehicle. That vehicle is not supposed to be transferable. Don't know for how much years. That vehicle is for your sole purpose as an employee of the government, whether you are MP, whether you're working at some sorts of public service, whatever it is. Here are the facts about the case. It is said that she was the person that put in the paperwork for the 20% concession. The price of the vehicle at the time was 8.1 million Jamaican dollars. It is said that they pay down a deposit and then them put on some more money. The brother-in-law, which is the sister's husband, I guess, he took out some sorts of loan, some sorts of financing for about $5.8 million along with the deposit. So therefore, she now claims that, listen, I don't even remember, it is my husband that deals with the paperwork. But people like me say from the start, she is the one as a government official or worker that has to apply. So therefore, that paperwork was done in her name. She claims that the husband deal with the paperwork afterwards. It was after she realized that the people kind of in some sorts of investigation, she tried to transfer the vehicle to her sister, or I think that she did. So people watch it. She applied for the concession. The brother-in-law financed about $5.8 million out of the $6 million and the deposit. So therefore, there was about $6.1 million that was financed or that was owed. So people, she claims that the husband do the paperwork. However, conveniently, when she realized that the heat is on her, then she transferred the vehicle to the sister. She said the sister drive the vehicle. Don't know if the sister is a government worker and she also could qualify for that 20% concession. 20% of $8 million is a whole bunch of money. So therefore, it is money that is coming from the customs, from the purse of Jamaica taxpayers, because she did not want to pay it, even though she can afford to pay it. As a matter of fact, in that time, she had at least 3 vehicles that she got concession for. So people, this shows you that she knowingly, intentionally, and willingly applied for that concession and then tried to doct up the paperwork because she knows that she have friends in high places. However, she did not realize that the Integrity Commission and other people, maybe from the PNP, were snooping around, trying to catch them in their corruption. Now, when you think about the fact that the Speaker of the House and whoever is in charge, the government, them change up the microphone system in a parliament, because you and I have seen in many cases when them catch them and them a bicker, them a cuss as if a coronation market. So whenever it seems as if people get out of order or people are exposing her friends in government, she can just press a button and mute them. And that is exactly what she did to the PNP in that meeting when they were telling her that, listen, she needs to remove herself. She needs to resign because of her action, which is obviously guilty as SIN. Now, people, when we thought that, listen, then hold on a minute. How is it that a lady that is dishonest, and obviously she is, holds such a high position? People, if you remember, there was a case, I think, in Ocherius, where the people find some people dump a whole bunch of garbage from some sorts of house that was under construction. When them trace the paperwork or find the paperwork, it led back to this lady's house. The case is presently in court. Don't know the decision, don't know the conclusion. And even worse than that, based on documentations that is out there, it is said that there's a court case in which she represented some sorts of clients as a lawyer in some sorts of real estate deal, and that person did not receive their money. Now, people, you and I know, as it pertains to the GLC and these lawyers in Jamaica, the all of them are thief, the all of them link up in this body club. So people, this lady, apart from this incident, she has at least 2 other outstanding court cases in which her reputation, her honesty is under question. So how is it that this lady holds such a high office and then come again, like them say, a leopard never changes its spots. Whenever you are a thief is just a thief, is just a thief. It is in your natural instinct. It is in your chromosome. And people, I think that this is the case. If this case is over and this lady still holds position in high places, it tells you that Andrew Holness and the JLP administration, they do not give a FUCK about right or wrong. It is corruption. It is the body club. They are always going to look out for each other. FUCK, what you and I, the citizens of Jamaica, or any Jamaican living anywhere else, thinks about it. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.